Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pseudos Crochet More. This is your host Crystal. Today I have a Walmart purchase. I was watching Kim from Affordably Crafty and she was showing what new kits Walmarts are carrying. Unfortunately, my Walmart is not carrying these kits, but I wanted to get them, check them out, see how good they are, see what kind of yarn you get with them. All that stuff. Now, there were ones that she said she would not get because she could make her own, which is great. But for people who don't know how, aren't great at the designs that are with this. Now, one of them probably I could have figured it out, but the other one, not so much. So, let's go ahead and get into it. There's actually a Thursday video this week. I know. It's been a while since I had a full week of videos. I might do an update video tomorrow. I haven't decided what I'm doing tomorrow. Can get this bag open. I'm sorry for all the crinkling noises and all that. I do not have my co-host for this video either. I just recorded yesterday's video, and she wasn't in here for that one either. She was being weird. So, these are $10, $11, something like that. And obviously, like I said, they're new at Walmart. Some Walmarts may not carry them. I don't know. But my Walmart did not, because it had to be shipped to me. So, yeah. Turn to home. I'm going to pull up the information on this so you guys can, I'll also, well, I try to link them in the description box, but if you go to walmart.com and search for them, you can find them that way. I will try to link them in the description box, but I'm not guaranteeing that it will be. All right, so let's go ahead here. All right. Few details. Okay. Why can't I find... Of course, I'm seeing the picture they took when they dropped it off, but... Okay, here we go. Maybe. No. Well, okay. Let me look them up this way. Hill Folk kits. And there's a ton of different kits you can get from this company. Okay. They're the same price. Yeah, okay. So these are $10.97 a piece, plus your tax. And if you are part of Walmart.com, you may not have to pay for shipping. I don't know. If you're not, you would have to pay for shipping. I am part of Walmart Plus, so I didn't have to pay for shipping. All right, so the first one is the Boho Coasters Crochet Kit. It does say it makes 2 coasters. It looks like a green one and a yellow one. I thought these were pretty cool. Let me go ahead and open these up. Like I said, they're both of the ones that I got are $10.97. And it also depends on what kind of craft you're getting, because they have tons of different craft with this company. If you just type in on Walmart.com Hill Folks kits, it will show you every kind of kit that they offer. And I'm trying not to destroy this cover. Oh, because it keeps getting stuck. There we go. All right. Okay. So, let's see here. I guess, well, it doesn't matter. They both have stickers on them. Okay. Lovely. I just opened it from, oh, okay. Alrighty. So, off the bat, that's what it looks like inside. The hook actually came flying out towards me, so we'll look at that first. This is a decent size hook. It's a boy style, so it's tapered. But it's a full metal hook which you don't tend to get in kits like this. Usually it's plastic. So that's a point for that. Metal. I'm not a big fan of Bowie, but it is what it is. Most people use Bowie. Bowie. All right. And then we have... Okay, well, that's fine. We got a metal hook. We got a plastic tapestry needle, darning needle, which I have tons like this. All right, so a hook, which is an 8mm hook or an L11. Let's show that to you here. Yeah, it's an 8. And then this is the yarn that you get. Oh my gosh, this is like wool. Whew. It doesn't give you any kind of information on what size this is, what the material is. Let me see. Is it on this? No. It just says 2 yarn colors, plastic yarn needle, and instructions. Okay. So this is very woolly feeling. It's not harsh. It's not horrible. But you can definitely tell that this is wool. So this is the yellow. So this whole thing here makes 1. And then this is the green. Same feeling. It's not horrible, but it's not great either. So there's that. Comes in like a little hank, I guess you could say. Because it's not really, it's more of a hank style than a skein. And then, of course, the all-important thing is the instructions. Holy cow, this is huge. That's a big piece of paper. All right, so before you begin, there's information about that. Telling you how to find the top loops, back loops, and front loops. Okay. How to make a magic ring or magic circle. Okay. I might come back with how easy this was to follow. And show you guys the results. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's video. Because I do have another one here. So, tells you how to do all that stuff. Okay. And then it's a diagram on the back. A diagram. Oh, there's also written instructions. I'm sorry. There's written. So I'm just going to show you this real quick. So there's the diagram. And then way down there on this side is the instructions. I'm not going to leave that up there too long because... All right. And then there's a ruler on here. I'm guessing this is to make your fringe. So they want you to make a 4-inch fringe and then cut it. Because this is the one with the fringe on it. So... Okay, so you attach the fringe after you make the coaster. It's not horrible. Let me see something here. I'm just looking to see how easy it is to read the instructions. Because sometimes the instructions are not easy to read. But if you follow the diagram, it's not so bad. So, okay. It's only a 4-round coaster. 4 rounds to go. And then you add your fringe. That's not too bad. So far, I'm not seeing anything that looks horrible with the instructions. The threading strip. Okay, insert your needle. using the thread strip. Well, that's interesting. What the heck? Oh, that is kind of cool. So, this is something that I've never seen anybody offer. I'm going to show this to you. And you can decide on whether or not that's a cool feature or not. But you cut this little piece out here. You fold it over the yarn to thread it through your needle, instead of having to fight with it to go through the needle. That's actually ingenious. I wonder if it's like that on the other one. I don't know if it would be or not, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so far, not bad. Again, I'll have to wait till I work up one or both of them to really know how much, if it's really worth the $11. Now, the pattern itself, you can always repeat this pattern with other yarn. You don't even have to use. You could measure that when it's complete to see how big it is and the diameter of it, and then whatever yarn you decide to use for future ones, you could just keep making rounds until it's the same size. So you could use a smaller yarn. So if this is a 6 weight, which I think that might be what they consider this, a 5 or 6, because it's definitely bigger than a 4. What do you think? I'll show you. Well, let me see here. That was at the end there. Let me get to this side here. Okay. So it's a really thick, I would say it's like between a 4 and a 5 maybe. But they gave me an 8mm hook, and usually that's used with bulky yarn or super bulky. Let me know what you think the thickness is of this. But not bad, not bad. Okay. My husband was kind of upset that I did this because he's like, you probably got the stuff in the, you probably know how to do that without buying something for $11, but you know, you always want to check stuff out like this because there's so much stuff nowadays that's done with AI, and they get to where they can sell in stores with it, and it's crazy. Just crazy. Again, what were you expecting, a plastic crochet hook, and were you surprised it was actually metal? Metal. Doesn't have anybody's name on it. It's not going to. It's just a generic taper head hook. And then, of course, the needle, which we pretty much knew that it was going to be plastic because it's just a needle. And you don't want something sharp that's going to hurt you. So, all right. So that was the first one. Now, that one I probably didn't need to spend $10.97 plus tax and everything on, but it's nice to have something that's a little different. All right, now I'm going to open up show you the second one. The second one is another coaster set. It is the Celestial Coasters kit, crochet kit. This one also makes 2 coasters, but this is the one with the moon on it. And I thought that was actually pretty cool. I'm sure it's just adding your color changing yarn and then crocheting so many stitches and then going back to the other color. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, now I need to make sure that that is completely off of there so I'm not ripping anything. We'll see. This should have a metal hook in it too. We'll see what kind of yarn you get though. Because that was definitely wool in that one. All right, come on. I already hid. There we go. Okay. And there's also a QR thing here to scan code to learn more about Hill Folk Textiles. So, that's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Crochet hook gonna fly out at me? All right, so, there anything in here? Okay, it's in there. Jeez. It's way down there. I almost didn't think there was anything in there. All right, let's go ahead and take out the instructions. Oh, Oh, this one they put the hook and the needle in a little plastic bag. It is also a metal hook, taper style. This is a 4.25 hook, which is a G6. Now there's G6s that are just 4, and then there's G6 plus, which is a 4.5. So some companies are making weird sizes, I will tell you what. And again, there's no name on it, so it's probably from the same company they got the red one from. All right, that's the instructions. Okay, so this is a really thin yarn. So this has got to be like a 3 weight, maybe even a 2, bordering a 1. But here's the blue. That's a really thin yarn. If I have to, I might just use my 4mm, because this is really thin. That's what I'm thinking. It's like a 3 or 2, because it's so thin. There's the gold, yellow. This feels like acrylic cotton, maybe? I mean, it's for coasters. You wouldn't want to use anything but like wool. But it doesn't feel like wool, and it's got some kind of sheen on it. It's very silky. Very, very silky. And again, there's no information about the yarn. So if you were to use something thicker than this, you would have to make you could make bigger coasters, I guess. So if you get like 100% cotton colors, and make this up in them, it'll be just a bigger coaster for your cup. But that is not too bad. So you get 2 out of these 2 things. And I mean, you don't need a whole lot of yellow, because it's just for the moon and a little bit of like stars in the coaster. And the main part is the blue. I mean, oh wait, it does actually, never mind, I take that back. The edging, the last one around is also gold. So, all right, let me see. How do these fare? Do these fare like the other instructions? I'll show you if they have a diagram. I'll show you that part. Oh yeah, it does have a diagram. Okay. And it also has the threader thing at the very top, like the last one did. The threading strip. Thread your needle using the threading strip. I've never seen anybody offer that type of stuff. That's interesting. Okay. So okay. So it's not bad. There is a diagram. This one is 6 rounds. Well, it is a thinner yarn, so it'll take more rounds to complete it. But, yeah. So, not too bad. I might make up the ones with the fringe first, and then try this out and see how it goes. Like I said, I might actually use my Susan Bates 4mm instead of 4.25. There's actually some companies that have done the 5.75 or 5.25 instead of a 5.5mm hook. I don't get it. I don't. But I like that this was in a bag in this box. I don't know if this stuff must have missed the bag when it was being packed. I don't know. It probably was supposed to be in a bag like this for the hook and needle, so they didn't get lost. But all in all, right now, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Because this yarn is very silky, soft. You get a metal hook in both of them. You get a written pattern and a diagram. You do get, if you're a beginner, you do get, that was one thing I did not notice. Did not say if this was beginner friendly or not. I think it would be. for the first one. The first set of coasters, beginner friendly. The second one, maybe intermediate, because you have to change colors while working in one of your rounds. So I would definitely say this is probably intermediate. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that this could be considered an intermediate pattern if you don't know how to change your color during the round you're working on. But this one has 6. The other one only had 3 or 4. So not bad. And again, I might change my score after I've made one of them or both of them or whatever. And if I get them done in time for tomorrow's video, I will come back and show you and give you more information about what I thought about the kits itself. And is it really worth the $11? So, all right. Well, if you're interested in getting any of the Hill Folk kits, again, like I said, they have other things too. They have they have felting, they have embroidery, they've got this one, there's one with a doll kit where you make a wall hanging. There's other crochet kits. There's one that you can do a mushroom. What was the other one? There was some other stuff. There's punch needle kits. There's a bunch of kits to try out. Now, the only one that I thought was kind of weird being in here was the Granny Square kit, because that's a very popular pattern. So why do we have to pay $10 to learn how to do the Granny Square? But again, for somebody, if you want to buy it for somebody to learn how to do that, that's one thing. But I wouldn't pay $10 for that. No. Yeah, a lot of felting, punch needle, different types of crochet. So yeah, weaving. And it depends on what you're looking for. Will depend on the pricing. The least expensive I found was the $9.98 for the Granny Square kit, and it goes up to, the most I see here is I think $14.47, and those are for felting or I'm sorry, $14.98 was the felt ball wall hanging kit. Even the journal one was only $10.97, and that was doing embroidery on it for a journal cover. So, and I think that only makes one. And you got your stuff is cut, and you just follow. They got little punch holes for you to thread your yarn through. I don't know if it gives you exactly. Let me see. Yeah, it makes one journal. So you get a journal and you decorate your front. I don't know. It doesn't have a thing on the back as far as if there are instructions, or you just go at it and design your own design. I'm not sure, but that's only $10.97. And even if it's just $10.97 for one, you're getting a journal out of it. So that's my thought. All right. Well, let me know in the description box if you're thinking about getting any of these, which one you're going to get. Not everybody's going to get the coasters like I did. I'm kind of weird like that. But yeah. And I know that Kim from Affordably Crafty, if you haven't checked her out or hadn't been subscribed to her in the past, she is back and she's trying to get her subscribers and watch time back up so she can be monetized. I'm getting very, very close to the 500 mark, which is where I need to be for the monetizing, but I also need some watch hours. So if you haven't watched any of my way past. I started in 2023, in January of 2023, where I went around to local yarn shops in Virginia, and if they allowed me to, I took video and I bought stuff and I showed you what I got from there. Some places I was not allowed to do that, which is fine, but I still bought stuff from them. A lot of them were probably around where Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches used to live, because the Knitter's Pride was the worst place to go to, because she thought that I was trying to look around, because I thought she had more stuff in the back. And I was just like looking, like, is there anything back there that I'm not seeing? I did get some stuff from her, but I would never go back to that place if I was still in Virginia. Now, if you've ever been there, that lady, oh, she had a thing about crocheters. She asked me, and I told her I was a crocheter, and she just did not like that. Did not like that at all. And I'm like, I could have taken my business elsewhere that day, because I went to three different places that day, because they were all in the general vicinity of everyone. It was Knitter's Pride. Oh my gosh, what was the other ones? There was two other ones there in Winchester. The U&B? No, that was Pennsylvania. Oh, what the heck was that one called? I know that there was two other ones that I went to that same day, and I about killed my battery on my phone, because I didn't have any other way of taking video at that point. And I still don't, other than my phone. And my phone doesn't like to take really long videos, so I have to kind of start and stop. I'm sure that's like everybody who does this stuff on their phone. But yeah, I used to go all in and show you guys, and show you when I bought yarn. When I came back after my father-in-law's passing, I started showing more of the stuff that I've made. Still showing yarn purchases, accessories, things for crochet. Started doing tutorials on Tuesdays, which I don't even know what this week was going to be at this point. I have to think about what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll use one of my yarns that I got that was in yesterday's video for Tuesday's tutorial. I don't know. I don't want to do that, because then the video of me unboxing that would be the day after. So I still have to think about that. But yeah, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, me or even of me and my husband doing snack videos from Universal Yums or a Snack Crate, and we've been doing stuff that we just find around town right now. Maybe in the future we'll try another box that gets delivered monthly, to try different snacks from different places. And even if, we might get down to it to where we make something that we try. I don't know how that would go, because he loves spicy. I can't do spicy. I can do a little spice, but if it's overpowering, I can't do it. I start coughing. I cannot catch my breath. My mouth is on fire. So that might be something in the way future where we do that type of stuff. I'm trying to think here. But yeah, I do need some more watch time, like lots of watch time. So, and the Hooks and Needles videos, you can still watch them if you want to. But I am no longer an affiliate with them. So if you do watch them and you click that link, it's not going to help the channel at all. But you can try them if you want to. I just decided to stop being an affiliate with them, for right now. I might go back to them in the future, but in my opinion, even though they gave you a lot of stuff, they gave you the yarn, they gave you 3 different types of patterns to try, and they gave you extra free stuff, which really wasn't free, it became too expensive. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was coming out of my pocket. Now, granted, I was getting the extra like mystery yarn in there with a regular order, but getting that every month was like, I think it was over $60 for that box. That's crazy. I tried Mary Maxim, their monthly subscription for crochet. I liked it, but I didn't like the patterns. I could have kept getting it every month, but I'm so far behind on a lot of things right now. I'm still working on a blanket that I got from their Afghan club. I still have one that I haven't started, one that I started that was the first one, and I got kind of wrapped up into something else to make. And it's like, I don't have enough time in the day to work on everything. I have so many projects that I've started that I haven't finished yet. Every time I'm turning around all the time. My husband's like, "What are you working on?" Or my mother-in-law sees me crocheting. "What are you working on over there?" The blanket that I've been working on, because I stopped and did my electric slide blanket, did the tutorial for that, and then I went back to that blanket. So if I start something different, she's like, "What you working on over there?" I'm like, "Something for Tuesday's tutorial." But I mean, we have to figure out what yarn she wants to use, because she's going to be a great grandma a second time further into the year, but I'd rather start it sooner than later. And I think I kind of learned from the last two blankets that I made that I probably should have made them a little bit wider. And for one, and the other one, I probably should have went one more cake of the Premier DK colors that I used for the star blanket. I did a video for that too, that I did a stitch tutorial for what I used for the blanket. And I'm thinking, like, it's big enough, I think, for a baby, but once it gets too big, it's not going to be a baby blanket anymore. It's going to be more of a lovey. But, I mean, if the kid likes it, he likes it. Hopefully the parents liked it too, because that was time and effort that I put into something that I didn't have to do, but I did. But her granddaughter, she found out she's pregnant, so I said, well, I'll make another 2 blankets, I guess, because we made 2 for the last one, so might as well make 2 for this one. I'm like, well, we can start looking at stuff now, and if we need to change colors, because the other one was very particular about it being only boy colors. It had to be boy colors. It couldn't have any girl colors in it. That just kind of irked me, because there's a lot of colors that can be boy or girl, but not to this mom, so I'll be working on that in the future. I probably won't start that till September, because I don't know exactly when she's due yet, but if they have to wait, they have to wait. I'm not going to rush it. And then I still have my nephew's cat's tunnel thing that I was working on. And I still have the blanket from last year from the Crochet Society, their Christmas Advent calendar. I still have that to finish. I haven't picked it back up in a while now, and I really do need to work on it, because I was really hoping to look into getting another Advent calendar, but I don't think I would do a blanket again out of the yarn that I get. I probably would do a tree skirt, because my mother-in-law wanted the tree skirt last year, and everybody that did the voting said the blanket, so I started the blanket. And it's mosaic crochet. I've never done mosaic crochet, so I was like, okay, well, here we go, learn something new. It's not hard, it's just time-consuming, to say it politely, but it is a cool blanket, so I hope to get that done by Christmas this year. We'll see how it goes, because I can do a whole section within a few days if I don't have anything disturbing me, like my husband. we gotta go out, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. And it's like, oh. And I work in the mornings, but I still work. And when I get done working, I don't always want to go right to crocheting. I got other things I have to do around the house, like laundry, check on my four-legged kids, make sure my mother-in-law's good if she needs lunch, things like that. And by the time I'm done with all that, I'm just exhausted. I'm ready to go to bed. Although I do take a nap, I'm not going to lie, I do take a nap. My husband thinks I'm Snorlax. Snorlax. The guy from Pokemon, which is actually also Cody from Creative Grandma. He likes Snorlax too. Every time I see stuff with Snorlax on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's just crazy. Because I'm always sleeping. And I don't know. I take my vitamins now, my extra vitamin D3 to keep that up because that was so low. When I went back to the doctor at the beginning of this month, it was up much better than it was, but I'm still always tired. I don't know. But if you've lasted this long in the video, yeah, if you've lasted this long, because I was trying to end it, and then I started talking about if you haven't watched all my other videos, please go watch them for watch time, because I'd really like to just be able to just do this, but I can't do that until I know that what my husband brings in and what I would bring in from the channel would be enough to support us. I cannot do that. So, until then, that's what it is. Hopefully, like I said, I will have a video tomorrow. Maybe it'll be an update on the coasters. Let you know what I think. I'll try to do one of each. Just one coaster each. And give you my honest opinion about them. And again, whether they're worth the $10.97, $11, whatever. I'm rounding it up because we don't have pennies anymore, so I'm rounding it up to the nearest dollar, $11 a piece. But, and if I can, I will admit, you know what? I'll just put a link to all their kits, and your store, well, it will either say it's gotta be shipped, or you can pick it up in store. That means they actually have it in your store. Because my Walmart, for as busy as it is, I'm really surprised they don't have more of these style kits. Now, they do have the Red Heart Amigurumi kits. Not all of them, but they do have some of them. And when they had the Woobles, I never saw them until they were clearanced out. And I grabbed the two that were on clearance. If I still have them by the time we hit 500 and I've got the watch time done, I will probably put them in the appreciation video, because I'm not going to make them again. It's the narwhal. I mean, I could probably make one of them again and make him a little bit better. His eyes are kind of weird, but this was my first amigurumi that I've ever made. So, and I guess not bad for the first time. Could have been a little bit better, but again, first time. Nobody's perfect. He's a cockeyed narwhal. He's got an eye that likes to stray away. I don't know. Lazy eye, something like that. Whatever they call that, where the eye kind of just goes where it wants to go. That's what I think of when I see this, because this eye is like way over here. And then the other one is right here. So I really didn't get it centered very well. I'm not really... There we go. It should have been closer to in between the thing here. But it's whatever. I did much better on my pearl. I still don't stuff them well enough. But it's still much better than that one. And this was a cookie box. This was a cookie box, but I did much, much better. I got all this hair all over her. Did much, much better on her. She keeps falling out of her shell here, but this is pearl. But yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm going to try to wrap it up this time. So if you enjoyed my content today, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content and haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe and then the notification bell so you're always aware of when I put out new content. Until next time, I hope you all stay safe, stay warm or cool, and happy crocheting. Bye-bye.